Emanating from this part of Milan, the giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And he thumps it clear. Well, they've got it again. And this is Messi. Puskás. Crosses it. A header! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Nesta gets across to intercept that. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Has a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Good read, needed to be. Zanetti. Now it's Puskás. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Played out wide, and he whips in across. Little pass back, and here's Zanetti. He's picked his way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Pedri, and this is Ibrahimovic. Portugal with the corner, they're first. Messi goes short. That's a sharp pass. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Nicely aimed pass. No goals as yet. Barella can so cleverly bypass the press. Inter Milan applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, the returns can be terrific. Tries to pass. He's had a shot! Vieira. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And this is Adriano. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Messi having a look. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. And a shot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Inter Milan are in. Can he finish? It's a goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Zanetti. Now Roberto Baggio. And here's Neymar. Roberto Baggio. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And it's Neymar. And here's Baggio. Zanetti, deep cross, he rises! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they're at it again in double quick time. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did.
Goes for a shot! And it's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Swing. There's the header! He has done it! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Puskás.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Pedri. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Roberto Baggio. Roberto Baggio. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Puskás. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Thuram calmly anticipates. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Portugal didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Now it's Neymar. Nesta gets over and intercepts. And it's Neymar. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Roberto Baggio. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is Puskás. And he's tried one! He scores! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Neymar. He's under a lot of pressure there. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Over to the left. Now it's Neymar. Shoots! And he hits the net! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Adriano. Now it's Eto'o. Knocks it into space. It's Adriano! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Inter Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Van Dijk is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning. Bebeto! He's got a goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit.
There's the shot! Played up towards the front line. Now it's Eto'o. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Pele.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Rui Costa. Nicely weighted ball. Portugal must do something here and very quickly.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And no, that was never going to make it. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Bebeto. Nice looking ball. Barella. Just 5 minutes remaining now. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Portugal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Gerrard. And this is Pele. And it's terrific header. He's scored. They have stolen level at the last. What a header. Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Rui Costa. Played out to the right. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Schneider. Adriano tries a shot! Bebeto. Now it's Hullet. Pele. And he's managed to get free. Cross into the chance! The last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it.